Hey, Devin the Apps Dude here from Concept. I'm going to go over real quick with you guys on a Mitsubishi control on some of the easier ways to do a program restart, and we'll kind of go into a little bit more detail on how to do some more difficult program restarts going in through sub-programs and such. So I'll start it off with the simplest and then work our way into a little bit more complex. The simplest way to do a program restart is to go into edit mode and then go down to where you wish to start in the program. This isn't going to load any M codes or S codes or anything like that. It's just simply going to start from where it is in the program. And I go to memory mode and cycle start. And then it will continue my program on. Be sure that if you're going to use this restart method here, that you change your settings so that when it goes from edit mode into memory mode, the cursor stays there. If your cursor is moving around, chances are, or if that you want to make it so that operators can't restart on the program, you can make the auto rewind function on memory, turn that on, and now when the operator switches from memory or from edit to memory, it's going to automatically rewind the program. Unless you stopped it in the program, switching back and forth won't do anything. But if you are reset and you're trying to go down to somewhere in the program, as soon as you switch it back to memory, it's going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to go over how to restart the program from the program you're in. This is the simpler way. I'll go over the more complex mode later, where you're going to restart in a sub-program. But for now, we're just going to start from where we can see. So down here, I go to enable my program restart, but nothing happens until I press enable program restart, and that will light up. I've got to be in memory mode. It doesn't matter where you're at as far as location. I'm already in home position right now, and this can be done with data lock and operation auto as well. Now up here, I'll have my selections available to do the program restarts. So I need to select my position by pressing restart position. This is where you want to restart in the program. I think it's easiest if you label it with N numbers if you want to start from a specific spot. Otherwise, take note of the block number and where it was at when you restarted the program before you actually hit that restart button, and that would be the B number that you would start on if you wanted to continue on with the restart function. And in this case, we're just going to use N so that I can visually show you that it's going to jump to here in the program. So N6, Q type, searches for it in the program, and now we need to activate the codes, the M codes that were activated before that. Actually, before we get to that point, we're going to go to the position. So I have to move my X and my Y. So I'll go into jog mode, turn on my rapid, and make sure that you're clear of any work pieces. You don't want to be bumping into anything while you're doing this. And now everything is magenta, which means that it's in position. Go back to memory mode, and now you've got your functions back. You can tab over, and that will change this screen here to show your M codes. M800 is already, or S800 is already active since it's the last spindle speed that I used. If it was black, you would just press resume code to turn it magenta, and it'll activate it. It won't start until you actually hit the M3 resume code, because it doesn't know which direction. So we turn our spindle on. Now our codes are active. We're not going to do anything with the M6 because we already have the tool active that we want. So now I'm going to pull it out of program restart. And when I continue on with this here, it's going to continue on with the program just like it were running normally with no interruptions. I've got it on op stop here. So, and that's it for a Q-type restart from the same program. All right, now I'm going to go over the more advanced option as far as how to restart from within a program. So we're going to jump to program 20, and I actually put it on the data server so you can see that it works both ways. In this case, D0, but that's going to depend on how your settings are established. So we'll go to the M card and we'll look at that program 20, and in there is program 100, and we'll even go as far as restarting in program 100 just to give you an idea. So we'll call up 100 And notice my end numbers are an extension from 100. You don't want to have repeat numbers. You can, and I'll go over that in a second, where you would put in the second end number. But for simplicity, I'm going to just keep it from repeating. So we'll start on N6 on this line. All right, so we'll jump back to our main program off the data server here, program 2, and then we're going to restart on program 100. So press enable program restart to light that up. And you've got your options again to do a restart. Except this time we're going to restart 0100, and it's on the data server, so a D for data server. And then that was N6 in Q type. It'll search through until it finds that, and then it's going to pull up where we need to position our machine to. So we're going to have to bring our machine down, go to jog again, and then jog over. Make sure that you're not going to be interrupting with the workpiece at all while you're doing this. Okay, so now we're in position. Go back to memory, and that'll bring up your options again here. We'll tab over to our M codes and start going down the list here. We'll go start our S800, resume, and now it's starting off. It started the spindle up. So now we're where we need to be to restart the program. We're in the position. We have all our M codes and our S code called up. So we'll take off, enable, and program restart, and start the program as if it were running normally.